Well, the real question is who's third? Is it Baron Davis?
For the Warriors? I think it's Mullen.
Chris
Yo,
Mullen?
what?
Ooh.
You guys, what?
Clay
So
Thompson?
Yeah.
Who?
I was hoping you was talking about
Clay or Dre?
Monte Ellis?
No, Clay.
Clay.
Clay Thompson.
Clay Thompson or Draymond Green?
Wait, what's
Okay.
the
Oh yeah,
question?
one of the two of them.
Who's the third best?
third best Warrior all time?
Well, who was second? Will?
Right.
Will.
Okay.
Will second.
Yeah. I mean, I think
You
we
could-
gotta talk about Clay.
You could go anywhere between Mullen, Clay, and Draymond. But honestly, like when you look at it, Monte ain't gonna get no love over.
Monte don't get, but he's not gonna get love either.
Yeah.
How long did Monte
we
Ellis
forgot
play
about
for?
Rick
Like 4 years. Like he had four
Andre
real
Iguodala.
years, I think, with the Warriors. Maybe 3.
Andre Ig.
I would say it would be Clay.
Remember,
But some
everybody when they
people-
traded
other
Monte,
than
everybody was pissed.
Draymond, just because of
They thought him and
being
Steph was supposed to be.
the best defender of the dynasty or whatever. But
But to have that foresight to go, yo, we're going to, and don't forget, Monte Ellis was like 26 a
But
game. He was a baller, King.
And this is
He was a
before
baller
we
down.
actually realized that you needed to have a two-way guard next to an offensive engine. And that was, and they took Monte out of that system and said, we need to have somebody like Clay here.
Yep.
They saw it before everybody.
They did have.
That's why I'm saying that's why they were so far ahead of everybody.
Did Monte play with Mark Jackson?
No.
Play with Mark Jackson?
I mean, like,
Oh, with the coach? Who was the coach in
They had
It was Don
it
Nelson.
was yep.
that was Don.
Donnie.
Mhm.
Nelson.
So wait, so Rick Barry?
Rick Barry.
Top 5, maybe.
Sure, you forgot about Rich?
The chat is upset with us for not mentioning Rick.
Yeah, Rick's probably well. I mean, Rick.
Did he
Rick-
play there long enough? Because don't
He
forget,
was-
Rick Barry, he was in ABA,
Mhm.
and then I think he only played there for like maybe 4 years. I mean, they won a championship, and he was the
championship.
Finals MVP. I ain't gonna argue that part, right?
Mhm.
And if we doing that with Rick Barry, I mean, if we doing that with Kawhi Leonard, we got to do the same thing with Rick Barry, even though it was 50-something years ago. But
Let's just play
it
it
matters
safe
when
and
you're talking
say
about
Rick
an
Barry.
all-time great, man.
Mhm.
I don't know Chris Mullen though.
I mean, if you went Steph, Wilt, and Rick, I wouldn't even be mad based off
I
of.
gotta go Steph Will Clay. Clay got it.
Okay,
Clay got it.
You think Clay over Dre?
Yeah.
that's another
for
thing
sure.
somebody would
For
bring
sure.
up. Clay over Dre.
For
Shout out
sure,
Draymond-
Ox.
Shout out Draymond, but it's for sure.
For sure,
Draymond was about
defensive
to
player
win
of the
that finals
year.
You think Clay was more important to their run?
Yeah.
What are you basing that on, Ox? Because I'm thinking about.
yo,
the
nah, let's
offense-
not do this. Like, come on, yo. It's seriously K's more important.
Is he though?
Yes, he is.
You can
To the run, yes, he is.
Yeah.
He only had 2 years though.
Look how
30.
What?
2.5.
the game in the finals is
You
crazy.
said what?
He only had those 2 years though.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Clay.
I mean,
Oh,
look how
oh, Clay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Clay.
to me, it's
Look how he opened up that offense though without Clay Thompson.
But it
the
was Dre
offense-
that made it work though.
Right,
That's
as
right.
a point forward.
You
What
can't
is
you
it
can't
easier to
do that
replace?
without the shooting though.
I think it either replaced Clay than it's Dre.
to
for
be
sure.
honest,
Yeah.
we're considering
A generational defender,
Dale,
like literally like the best.
Dale,
Think
do you
about it.
remember what we
Think about it.
talking
Think about it. It's not that Dre was just like a very good defender.
Who?
Otherwise, they could have put Paul Millsap there. But Paul Millsap couldn't do what Dre did. No way.
It's about
So
the
what
it's about
shooter
the
you say
willingness
you
to
could
pass.
replace. It could be Clay.
You don't have to replace that. You don't have to replace.
But y'all just doing that.
Listen,
But think about
Here's
it.
what
But
we
Clay
doing.
never had a dominant postseason run either. He had really good games and
And-
really good series.
and don't
Yeah.
forget,
Never had a dominant postseation run.
Did Draymond?
Yes.
When?
That 15
finals they're talking about when
so
he
the-
punched Braun. That's what they're gonna bring up that game. He got like 35.
So but even in 22,
I ain't even
like
talking about the buckets, Dale.
He's gonna bring that up.
But I ain't even talking about the buckets, Dale. I'm talking about the overall impact of what Draymond did on the
That's
both on the,
great impact.
But
on the
remember that-
offensive and
and
defensive
this
side of the
it's
ball.
a number stat, but they were like, even with Dre not being good, they were still like a +4.
With him on the floor.
Like it was like outrageous, bro. This is with him doing nothing offensively, except for back cuts,
Yeah.
playing the Ron role basically.
I will say
His willingness to pass goes
Yes,
a long
Ron.
way.
It does.
His willingness-
It does.
his
Yes,
willingness
Back
to
screens,
pass.
like
It's
dunking the
not-
ball off,
Yo,
like
security.
leading the ball to the rim. I'm giving you a compliment.
Security, come get Rockhead out of here.
Diamond.
Y'all seen Final Four? You know the big rocks. Go ahead, get him up out of here.
Hey, put your cap off right now.
Fantastic forward.
And Dale, I think you thinking about replacing Clay with Clay. No. Ain't nobody. You ain't replacing Clay with Clay. But I think I could get a lesser shooter.
Could they have won? This is crazy. I know this sounds crazy. Remember, prior to the injury, don't yell at me. Remember Wes Matthews before he got hurt?
Bro,
If they would have
get
had Wes
up outta
Matthews
here.
in that role,
Stop it.
Portland Wes Matthews.
No.
The two-way Wes Matthews?
swiping.
Hold on, Swiper. What about KCP?
Yeah, they could have won with KCP.
Anyway.
Of course they could have won with KCP.
No.
Of course they could have won with KCP.
Crazy. Clay,
Bro.
60 points. no dribble.
That was regular season.
Which matter? It does matter, and that matters.
The impact of the
that
player.
matters, Dell.
7 and
Yes, it
quarter
does.
with
Look,
no missed shot.
That matters.
Versus the Ox Kings.
That matters, though. This isn't just about the postseason. This is not just
I'm
about
just
the postseason.
talking about the play in itself.
That was crazy.
His ceiling of being a basketball player on the Warriors, like what he could bring that game,
Yep.
I think it's higher than what.
Well, who do you
Draymond-
bring in the Draymond role though?
Exactly. That's the tough
Ben
part.
Simmons.
Well, wait.
Hell no, Dell.
Okay.
But wait a second. Because y'all are forgetting that those years Clay was strapping up on the defensive side too.
We're not even like differently though.
No, he was a good defender, but he
How
was
are you
never.
guarding
was
the
elite.
best
He was
players like
more than a
that on
good
the wing
defender.
and then going back?
But
on
elite at
threes?
that time, it's like because this is like still like the end of Tony Allen and all them. So like,
No,
he
it's
was.
not.
He was. Clay Thompson
14,
was.
15,
Clay Thompson was a
17.
great defender.
He
he was a very good defender.
He wasn't
was elite,
subpar.
right,
He
but-
wasn't
I
average.
don't know if he's
he
elite.
was
Nah, he
He
was
very
elite.
good.
He was elite.
One of
Hard
the
to
elite.
lever the
I
other
can
players
say
with
he's
main ball handler.
Clay was clean.
You and me just had this conversation yesterday about the point of attack defender in Dallas.
Yeah, he's-
that
he
was
was
him.
very good.
I
That was
remember him
him.
striking
And
up
But
They
it
go
was
hard
a
to the court.
connection. Everybody in that
Yeah,
roster
but I
could
just
defend
want you to
except for
stop acting
Steph.
like Clay
Clay was
Thompson
playing.
only stood in the corner shooting.
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
Clay was
No,
playing.
I'm saying, but Draymond's role defensively, and then plus what he allowed for them to unlock offensively
Let me ask
because
you
of
a
the
question.
passing.
He
and the
was.
connected.
That, he
He
wasn't.
one question. Did Clay open the move for Draymond or Draymond open it for Clay?
What was offense?
Yeah, just
Well,
basketball.
floor spacing, off-ball floor spacing is always going to be Clay.
Mhm.
But like, it's the fact that you were able to put Dre at the 5. Because remember, what made them
because
work.
of the other four pieces.
No, but that's fine. But you need a
Clay
you need a
could be Clay
connected passer
wherever.
at the big
Draymond
dog.
could be Draymond there, and that's why he's more important.
Draymond can be. No, say it again.
Draymond could be Draymond in the Warrior system. Clay could be Clay wherever he goes.
His game travel.
Well, no. That's not true because you always need a playmaking guard. You always need a playmaking big. You have to have that next to a player like Clay.
How would
Dre-
Draymond look next to
Dre-
LeBron?
How would he look next to
Yes.
LeBron? If you gave
At that
LeBron,
time,
Kyle Korver, Draymond Green, J.R. Smith, and
Yes.
even whoever at point guard, they would have walked everybody down.
Are you serious?
Walked
getting
everybody
LeBron
down.
away.
Dale,
Draymond
if you
getting
put
Walked
LeBron
Dre-
away.
everybody
put
down.
Dre-
LeBron James and Dre.
Yes,
So
explain that
if
to
you
me.
would have
How?
had Draymond on ball with LeBron doing whatever he wanted on the other side, moving off screen, running off down screen, whatever, running pick and roll with whoever you had the point guard
LeBron
position.
James at any time of the world in his basketball 20 years of playing is not doing what you're saying.
You don't think he could? But he's
He's not changing his game.
When has he
LeBron
ever?
changed
When
his
has he
game?
been around a passer? Legitimate question. When has he been around a passer and a big in that situation and a big, a passer and a big that had the same kind of skill set as Draymond Green?
You're not understanding the fact that
No, I'm understanding. I'm asking which player.
skill set came from who he's
No,
playing
but he was
with.
already a
He's
gifted
not
passer.
making dimes like
But he was
Magic
already a gifted
Johnson. He's
passer, though.
making basic bounce pass.
Hey,
What do you mean a
What?
basic bounce
He's-
pass?
no, it's-
That's
that's-
what a lead pass and a
He's the
basic
only-
bounce
no,
pass.
Draymond's a good passer because of his willingness to pass. Now he's not passing anybody.
So you don't- wait, we don't think he's a-
handoff and keeping
he's
the
not a
handoff.
naturally
Y'all
good
think
passer?
He's doing
All he's doing is
extraordinary.
DHOs.
No.
That's what he just said.
But
A bounce pass and DHO.
But what
Dale,
I'm
that
saying-
is
what I'm
not.
saying-
Dale, that is not. true what
These
you're
are
talking about.
basic. These
Show
are
me.
basic.
Show me.
He's not
All
passing
Draymond
anybody
dimes.
open.
Please, someone.
He's not passing you open.
Yes, he is.
What I'm
No,
saying-
you. Hold on.
Wait.
Right?
How many times do you see Draymond driving?
Wait.
When I do a lead pass,
That's a basic
because
pass,
there's a
Mike.
gap. No, if they're running a split action or whatever on the wing, and then somebody slips through,
And
it's
cut, he makes a
Draymond
pass
that's
like
finding that.
That's a good.
That's
it's
a play.
good
It's a
pass.
system play.
But not everybody can make that pass.
Everybody can make that
That's
pass.
not
true.
everybody can't
That's
make
not
that
true.
pass. That's number
That's
one.
not true.
Number-
Not everybody can make
I'm
it.
waiting for-
But
I'm-
it's not that difficult, basically.
Thank
It's
you.
not
Because
that
it's not that
difficult.
difficult doesn't mean
It's not that
everybody can do it.
difficult.
Ho,
It's not
what the
that
hell is
difficult.
What the hell is that?
When we go to the court, we're gonna do a passing challenge. I'm gonna see all 5 of y'all
Dale,
can't make
I'm
that
Oh, I
pass.
could definitely make
All
that
5 of
pass.
y'all.
Dale,
In my sleep.
All you gotta do is keep your hands up
Hey,
and put the ball in your hands.
Chat.
no, it's not
Chat,
that simple.
hold on right quick, chill. Chat, I'm going to provide some clarity and context to this whole thing. We have two big men, 6'7", 6'8", 6'7", 6'8". They both play the 4. They play Draymond's position. So they're both play professionally. So they're talking from experience as to why Draymond Green's role is easy and why those passes
I
are
ain't say it was
easy.
easy.
We never said it was easy. When you compare someone to Klay Thompson and what he brings, the magnitude of on a daily basis. Yes, Draymond does what he does, but a system, Draymond needs a system more than Klay would ever do. So that's the important.
Well, they both system players. If we're doing that, both of them. Because Clay has no wiggle, no on-ball creation whatsoever, none.
No, but Klay,
None.
the way he shoots, Klay could go on every 29 NBA.
Somebody got to
teams and
get you
do
the
it.
ball.
Yeah. So somebody gotta
They're
do a
both
lot for
system
Draymond
players.
to
They're
be-
both
somebody has to
reliant
do a-
on superior
somebody has to do a
playmakers.
lot. The way he shoots, no, everybody's effective. What system? KCP could shine in every system like I brought up because he can shoot.
But he's better in certain situations than others, though. If you haven't KCP's also been surrounded by LeBron, and then by Jokic, like the best passers in the league.
But he can shoot. But he
didn't have that same kind of success with Detroit or with the Wizards.
Yo, right now, I know you guys can't see the screen. Right now, chill. We got a scumbag in the chat who didn't want to join the show. We got a scumbag in the chat right now. He said, "Sounds plausible."
Wow, Mars.
Nice of you to join the
So,
stream, Mars.
go back to what you were talking about when you talked about Draymond, with his passes being basic. He throws these guys open off the strength that offense is action.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he's just passing the ball to Steph and Steph is cracking it. It's not like he's passing the ball to Klay Thompson off screens. No, it's constant movement and it's constant action. So with constant movement, I do have to throw you open because when guys slip screens, you got defenders who can get to those.
You got to
spots.
read the defense, basically.
Right, you got to read the defense. So, so it's not just dribble handoffs. I got to make sure that Ox might switch. If Ox want to switch on the top side, I'm going to keep the ball and go to the basket. So Draymond knows that sort of stuff. You can't just replace that with anybody.
You can't.
So with a guy like
You
Klay,
can replace that with Ben Simmons.
Now you can't just replace that with Ben Simmons. And the reason why you can't replace that with Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons has shown mentally that he's unstable. Now Draymond.
So is Draymond.
Hold on.
That's a different reason though.
Because I knew exactly where you was going with that. I knew exactly where you was going.
You're not lying,
Because Draymond could go off the rails too. But I'm talking about strictly from a basketball standpoint.
Yeah.
When I got a dribble handoff. When I'm throwing a guy open. When I'm back screening. Klay's action. Mic check. I'm sorry. Sure, Klay's action is transferable more than anything. Like you throw Klay on the Knicks, you throw Klay on
the Mavericks.
Anywhere.
Especially at that time in particular. Especially at that time. His game travels. I think it's much harder to replace Draymond considering everything that he does. We're talking about a dude that's playing not just at an all-league defensive, not just at an all-league defense level. We're talking about arguably the best defensive player in the league and one of the smartest basketball players on the offensive end. That's hard to replace.
Best defender in the league
Very
for
smart on the
years.
defensive end too. Draymond's IQ is very high.
That's hard to replace, man.
Very, very high.
That's
IQ.
the thing too for me. Like between the two of them, it's a tough question. But when you're arguing about who impacts the game more on both sides, because Klay, when he was before the injuries, like y'all said, elite defender, elite two-way player, right? He was up there at that time, 2016, 2017, being talked about as one of the best two-way players in the game.
Isn't Klay more of a ceiling raider and Draymond's a floor raider though?
I can see,
aren't the Warriors?
I see what you're saying.
The Warriors are better when he's on the court.
Yeah,
you fight that, Ron?
When I say the on and offs with Draymond, with the plus minus and all that, you could see it without, like, if somebody handed you a chart that showed you the plus minus and Draymond's impact on and off the court for the Warriors for those peak years, right? You would look at it and you would remember the games that you watched to see when shit went south when he wasn't in the game.
Right.
Or, like you said, one of the best IQs offensively in terms of what his playmaking could do because he's reading the defense.
And then probably the smartest defender in the league.
Yeah. So that's a tough thing. I will agree. It would be hard to replace any of the
Either
two
one
of
of
them. But with Draymond, it's like you would have to find a big, and the only one that you could really say is comparable would be Ben Simmons, but that still isn't the same thing as having.
But you're not going to get the same thing replacing Klay. You're not going to get the same
thing with Klay either.
I don't understand how you can say like Wesley Matthews in his heyday.
Hey man, respect Allen Crabbe.
And all those names, but
Dale, let me ask you a question.
Dynasty.
Is Klay more of a hired gun than Draymond is
for other teams?
Let's just say, for the sake of argument, he's playing somewhere else. Like he ain't in Golden State, and
he's
more. Would he be more of a hired gun than what Draymond would be? Because if you consider what he's doing in Dallas, what does he do? What's his role in Dallas?
I think Klay's playing the exact same way he played in, like his role being a scorer, catch and shoot, playing defense.
Right.
I think it's the exact same thing as he was in the Warriors.
The defense part,
yeah, he's not the same defender.
Right. I think he's more of a higher gun today.
He's not the same defender, but he's like, if you're attacking him and like he's a body, he's gonna be there, and he has a lot to prove. One thing about Klay, he's gonna be out there a lot to prove. If we're talking today in basketball today, I think right now he's a better player than Draymond.
Hey, Dale. My man Mike just chimed in the chat. He said, Delroy James, you don't know ball. Stop writing KD and watch some film.
Oh, okay.
That's the same Mike.
Was that super chat?
Yeah. Does he want?
No, it wasn't.
It was not a super chat.
It wasn't a super chat?
No.
I don't got my contacts here right now.
Comments is crazy. Mike is bum.
Does he want?
But didn't Mike come and talk to you?
Yeah, he wet the bed every time.
Oh, wow.
No, but did we even bring up Kevin Durant today?
We ain't even
No,
talking about it. No.
Well,
But they do that to you like they do with me with Joker. It's the same thing.
we
But
just,
this the chat. That's
yo, we
what
about
they
to
do.
get
He just
there.
trying to start something.
We getting to all 30 teams, which Dale, I'm glad you brought that up because we about to get to your home state.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Yeah, the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.